Check out what cool things I found this morning.
Bugs?
Yes, they are. They're little, well, they're beetles. I don't know what kind, but they're blue and they're all over here. You can see them on
sort of,
all of these branches that are sticking up out of the mud here. So there's more. They're like little flowers or something.
okay.
And from a distance, I thought they were some sort of a growth of fungus or something. But
close up,
they are not. They are very cool.
Good eye.
And there's a little bird here. Where is he now?
He's up here.
He keeps telling us, please go away now. Please go away now. That's not what he's saying, but that's what it sounds like.
I don't want to.
No, I don't want to find his nest by accident or. But anyway, so we made it down to the Oldman River, which is very low right now. Because, well, this should all be underwater.
Well,
where we are.
Depends on the time of year, but there's plenty of snow up in the mountains. It's going to come down. September, you see, the thing is we haven't got any warm rain on that stuff up in the mountains.
Oh,
so
yes.
That's why it's still up there. But once it comes down,
well, that's interesting because, here, I'll give you this to hold. Because somebody was, we passed somebody on the trail, a couple. And, they were fairly young. And I found that interesting. And the one had, I think, green hair or something. She looked very punky. And the other one...
That was today?
No, that was...
The other day. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And the guy, he looked like, I don't know, just like an average hiker or something. So they were an odd-looking couple.
A little bit different.
They didn't look the same, right?
There was a slightly different look.
But they were very nice.
They seemed pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah, and the one of them said to me, "It's nice that we finally have spring."
Okay.
And I was like, yeah. And I was thinking the same thing deep down because usually I'd paint my deck in April. They put the paint sale on in April and I paint the deck in April.
Yeah.
And I'm fighting with the lilac flowers that have dried up and are dropping.
Yeah.
And now it is almost June. The lilacs are blooming full force. They have not dried up and dropped.
Yeah, you're right.
But,
yeah.
So, and now is the time when I'm getting some painting done outside. But, so I guess I deep down I was thinking the same thing. It's just starting to be spring. But I'm also seeing some things, like I'm seeing some spring flowering things coming up, along with some summer flowering things flowering. So, I don't know. It's kind of different. But it is interesting hearing people talk on the radio, like people talking about global warming. They're really wanting to market the global warming thing, you know? Even when the weather isn't cooperating with their marketing theme, they seem to still say, oh man, it's, you know, it's so hot, even though it's cool, you know, and you're like, huh. But I was thinking about it, and the young couple, they were young, and you had told me, like I'd said, talked about painting the deck in April, and you said, well, lilacs, you associate them with a late May flowering shrub. Because you're older and you had experienced that back then, and then it warmed for a while, and while I was in Lethbridge, and they were an April flowering shrub for me. And now it's cooled down again, and they're back to a late May shrub.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's never too good to get too excited about what's happening right now. You have to look at long-term trends for things like that.
You look at stats, and that's, of course, not what these journalists and the literary folk are about. They are about little pieces of drama,
if they
melodrama.
Want to market new electric cars to you and electric vehicles, well, it sure helps if they're pounding the global warming and climate crisis, and if they're wanting to say, well, we have to take in more refugees, climate crisis, you know, then I don't know.
We got to share the climate crisis with everyone else. It's caused at least 70% by overpopulation. So you were going to sing a song, were you?
Well, I was thinking of singing God's Green Domain again.
Okay. Yeah, there's some green over there. The golf course is being thoroughly irresponsible with the water.
So loud in the...
Yeah, it was. That was the wind, was it? Or no, it was.
Traffic.
Yeah, that was last night.
But I don't know. Maybe I won't.
Okay. So we'll cut over to, or where is that bird gone?
I don't know.
I think he took off. Oh, he took off. Got tired of it.
Okay.
So it's still going.
Oh, it is.